Hey, 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 hey. We back. We back at it. Back like I never left. We back. Facts over feelings, baby. It's a Friday night tapping. It's a Friday night tapping. I know it's been a little while. The weather hasn't been working with your boy, but we're here to do what I do nonetheless. We're here for you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. All right? Nobody else is. I am here for you. All right? But we're here. Facts over feelings. It's a Friday night tapping. You know what that is, huh? Trending news. Hot topics. So, we're going to dive in. But before we dive into the meat and the potatoes, I'm going to touch on, ask, or delve into three main things real quick before we dive right in. Number one, please, if you all don't mind, please like, share, and subscribe. That'd be fantastic. One more time, like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to say it again. Like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Appreciate all of you. We're on our road to 1,000 subs. Huh? 1,000. We inching up there, baby. We inching up there. That content is kicking. That content is kicking, but we inching up there little by little, climb by climb. We're going to get there. The road, 1,000 steps begins with one. And the road up 1,000 subs begins with one as well. Right? I messed that up a little bit, but you can go back to the past content. You get all laid out properly, Second thing, I want to say shout out real quick. Shout out to the Knicks. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Fantastic. And in true Knick fashion, now they're down 2-0. 2 for the other team. This is down 0-2. Typical. Nonetheless, they got there, so I'm gonna give you kudos for that, but don't rest on your laurels. Get back in it. Get back to it. All right. It's no time for playing games and this and that for high profiling and hot stepping. Get back in there. All right. Third thing, if you all don't mind, there's a lot of things going on right now. My boy is making things rock. I'm gonna do this real fast just so I can get to the meat and the potatoes. I know everybody has short attention spans, so I don't really want to dig or stay too long on these things, right? But my boy is making a lot of moves, great moves. I'm talking about your president, DJT. All right. This is not financial advice. This is just a little birdie into your ear. I would suggest, this is just a suggestion. I would suggest to everybody, go out and buy stocks now. Educate yourself a little bit, right? But go out and buy some stocks now, because once the rest of those deals get signed, it's up and it's going to be stuck. Believe that. All right. So do those things. Also, I'm going to say it one last time. This is the fourth time, but one last time. Please like, share, and subscribe. You all have been doing so well, and I appreciate all of you. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're here to get it popping. All right. Facts over feelings. It's like no other. All right. So with that being said, now we're going to dive right into the meat and the potatoes of the trending news that I'm going to touch on today, but it's for the week. This has been an extremely busy week. Man, crazy, right? But nonetheless, we're here to tap in on it. A lot of things to tap on, but we're not going to touch on everything. You can't, right? But we're going to touch on some of the pertinent things. All right. But before I do, I got to do my thing, huh? Cigar, tea, I got to make sure that I make the process be what it's supposed to be. So, we got to get the cigar lit. And the tea is already hot. You know that already. The tea is already hot. Stand by 1 second, please, if you don't mind. All right, we're doing it. You got to toast that cigar first. You got to toast it, toast it first, and then light it after. Yeah, but we here to rock it, man. The cigar is lit. The tea is hot, baby. We're gonna dive in. But the main crux of tonight's Facts Over Feelings happen. The main crux is the fall. The final fall of the toxic black woman, the mammies. The fall of the mammies, the toxic black woman. Man. And it's grand. It's a grand fall from grace. It's not really grace. What is a grand fall? Now let me preface everything I'm about to say with this first. I love black women. Don't get it twisted. Okay? I have a black mama, of course. You know, you see all that rich melanin up in me. And a black daddy too. But I have a black mama, you know. And everybody and every other woman in my life, all black. Okay? So I have no hatred toward black women. All right? But, just like the good book says, huh? God chastens those who he loves. God chastens those who he loves. All right? And it's because I love y'all why I gotta chase y'all down every now and again. Not all of you. All right? So before y'all start to get all mixed up into your feelings, not all of you. All right? But a certain segment of you. All right? A certain segment that's chosen to be used as tools for somebody else's agenda. All right? Chosen to be used as tools for somebody else's agenda. And now, when those people are done with their tools, you know what they do? They break their tools. Pay attention. They break their tools when they're done with them. You're not going to share in the glory. You're not going to share in the glory of them. All right? With them. They're going to break their tools. They no longer have need for you. All right? But now, what do I mean by that? Whole host of ladies. Letitia James. Fannie Moose Knuckle Harris. Right? Or Willis. Is it Harris or Willis? Willis. Right? Stacey Abrams over in Georgia. Both of those two are in Georgia. Right? Got Big Tish over in New York. All right. Mayor Cantrell over New Orleans, you know. And of course, the two main culprits right now, they're not in the political arena. They're in the celebrity area. Who could I be talking about, huh? Who could I be talking about? You know. Meg Thee Stallion and Cassie Ventura, better known as Cassie, our protege and with Diddy. Okay, nonetheless. They've also been used, they've been used as tools, right? They've been used as tools. Tools how and for what reason? Tools to bring down and to disparage and to destroy, right? Men of the melanin persuasion, right? Who dare to rise to power, right? Now in the past, a lot of people have been duped to believe that these women were victims, right? That they were targeted. Now, I maintained my position a long time, even at the expense of people getting upset at my position. But I stand firm on what I know to be true. All right? I stand firm on what I know to be true. And I always use never abandon your common sense. Never abandon your common sense. And to use history as a guide. You follow those tenets, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Now I said from gate, Tory Day shoemaking. I said from gate, Cassie's not a victim. Right? Meaning, not saying that she didn't get harmed. I'm saying that she participated. All right? She participated. Okay? And now all of this, everything's coming out in the wash. Everything's coming out in the wash right now. All right? I'm having issues with this lighter. But it's all coming out in the wash. Okay? And I would dare to say it's coming out in the wash. You know why? Because those tools are no longer useful. They are no longer useful. And if this is just a common sense type of play, anybody who can be used against themselves, how can you trust that person? So of course they got to break you, right? Because you're not even true to yourself, right? So I get it. I get their position. It's just too many of y'all have been duped to believe that you're gonna be that like you're gonna take part in the glory, share in the glory. You will not. Okay, you will not. Okay. But Tish James, she's getting destroyed right now because she has a DOJ criminal investigation being opened up on her right now. Not targeted, but because she did the foolishness. We went through that already with the Tish James video. Okay. Fannie Willis, she's about to be held in contempt of court because she don't want to turn over no papers. All right. She's been told to turn over some pertinent papers that pertain to the case. She said no. She's going to be in contempt of court. All right. You already know the situation with Meg. Tori's about to be let out, right? You have congressmen of the Hispanic persuasion that have been tasked with the duty to tend to this particular case. And that actual case, as it relates to Tori, was dropped off on her desk by who? By who? A protege of Kanye West, Amber Rose, nonetheless. Look at that, huh? Look at God. Look at God. Now, peep the visual of that. You got one chick trying to take him down, right? Lying, saying that he shot her when we all know that he did not. Okay, now it's coming out that he didn't. All right. His DNA wasn't even on the actual gun, nonetheless. But you have now a woman of Hispanic descent who was brought to this information by a half-breed, and they're letting him out. It's not a good look. It's not a good look, man. Not at all. Okay? And Cassie, she's also looking like a charlatan, a fraud. How? How you say? Well, because the picture that she was working to paint, that she was just a lowly, doting victim, right? Who just had hands and feet put on her, right? She was getting grounded and pounded for no reason, apparently, right? Even though she was with this individual for 10 plus years. That's neither here nor there, right? But the picture she was working to paint was that he's just a monster. Then it's coming out, and as it relates to the charges of racketeering and the charges of sexual transportation across state lines, sex trafficking. Now it's coming out via the text messages. That's why it's good to have proof. Don't abandon the common sense. It's good to have proof. Now it's coming out in the wash via the text messages that she was a willing and gleeful participant in the festivities vis-a-vis the freak-offs. Oh yeah, Cassie was setting them up. She was setting the freak-offs up. Don't get it twisted, bro. All right, don't get it twisted. And anyway, let's not even go there. Nonetheless, she's been proven to be a charlatan and a liar. All right. This lighter sucks right now. But like I said in the very beginning of this whole video, I do not hate black women, right? This is just in regards to the certain segments of black women and women of a certain, hue, skin hue, right? Great tea. Which is what this is, great tea. But this is targeting them, the toxic ones. They gotta go. All right, they gotta go. There are willing participants being used to destroy the whole community. Okay, so they must be rooted out. They gotta go. And the best way to root it out first is to acknowledge that it even exists. The cancer exists. The cancer exists, and it got to go. All right. And Megan and Cassie, they up. Spotlight's on you, man. Shine time. All right, it's shine time for them. So those are the key points for tonight's tap in. I don't want to make these too long. I just want to, give you a nice gristle for you to munch on and to rest on. All right, to siphon from. Don't be used against yourself, man. Don't be used against yourself. Nobody can trust anybody who could be used against themselves. You must be destroyed at that point. You're literally insane. You're literally insane, and the insane must be banished. All right. Anybody who could be used against themselves is literally insane. Anybody of, good common sense knows that. All right. So don't be a fool. Don't be used as a tool, because tools get broken. All right. Unless it's being used in the wrong hands. Let me say that. Tools can also be used to build up. Let's not get that twisted too. Tools can be used to build up, but in the wrong hands, they can be used to break things also. All right. So be careful of who's utilizing you also. All right. Because if you can't be used, then maybe you're useless. All right. But we're here, man. Facts over feelings. All right. Friday night tapping. I'm going to end off also by saying, please, once again, if you all do not mind, please like, share, and subscribe. We're going to do some more. I have another tapping coming up on Sunday. That one should be fantastic. Hopefully the weather is working with me. Hopefully. All right. But peace to the fam. Peace to the God's nurse, sons and man, everybody. Stay on point. Peace to everybody.